Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with an exciting video here in regards to the upcoming new team that's coming to Marvel Strike Force, likely for the month of December, especially since there's a couple of things that are telling, but as well, I want to give a huge shout out to Boylon releasing this leaked information for us to reference, and I understand that not everyone follows the same content creator, so I just wanted to recirculate what he's already touched on in his video and let you guys know what the reworks are, and as well what's upcoming in terms of a team. So more importantly, guys, if you remember dating back all the way to last year, you know, we had this massive Sinister Six rework and revision, and essentially not only was the addition of the Superior Six characters added in, but as well almost every single Sinister Six character was reworked to be better. Obviously, some got more love. Characters like, I would say, more notably Vulture, who you can see is the only one that's gear tier 19 out of everyone here. Mysterio, and then even notable additions like Lizard and Kraven, Green Goblin Classic, they completely reshaped the Sinister Six Superior Six team. So why is this important? Why am I even bringing this up? Well, because I have a feeling, and Boylon also alluded to this as well, is that there might be a massive rework that's coming for the X-Men team as a whole. I hope that's the case. It's going to be a massive revision in terms of what we've seen, because they are, next to Sinister Six, X-Men characters are, I think they're the largest category traded characters that we have actually in the game. Even if you zoom out here and go to the X-Men tag, I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. This is such a massive bucket of characters. And even last year, you know, with the announcement of Xavier being slotted in as a future Dark Dimension, we thought there was going to be some, you know, big reworks coming for some of the mutant characters, but we didn't see that. And then we also saw some slight changes that did happen. I think, what was it, like X-23, Jubilee, I think Colossus, Kitty Pryde, I think they had some revisions. Phoenix got a bump up, so we were all thinking that there was going to be a massive change coming, but that never really occurred. That never really happened and came to fruition, right? But then shortly afterwards, we did see that the arrival of the Extreme X-Men team made sense. They had more synergies with the other X-Men characters, and obviously with them being part of the newest mutant raid team at the time. And now, funny enough, if you guys have been going through and working your way through the Orcus raids, and obviously more recently the Incursion 2.3 that got released, you'll know that the cycle is changing, right? The next team that should be on the way out is actually going to be the mutant team. I think it's going to be either the mutant team or it's going to be, you know, more recently, the skill team Spire Society just came in. So it has to be mutants and Hive Mind Bio, right? But I can't see them replacing Bio just yet, especially since Xavier is right around the corner. So now let's get to the actual confirmed reworks. And again, guys, Boylon's record has been spot on. I mean, he's called out almost everything that's came to fruition, so we're gonna lean heavily into what he's also confirmed, and he has a really good source on his side that's been able to provide some really useful insight into the game of what's coming up next. So the confirmed rework characters coming to the game so far for this new Immortal X-Men team is respectively Beast and as well as Cable. It's very interesting with Cable because he's not actually an X-Men. So going forward, they're probably going to have to add that tag into here. He's part of the X-Force team. But yeah, he's probably the only one out of all these mutant characters that aren't actually X-Men. So he's going to be getting that notable addition, which means he's going to be synergizing with the rest of the other X-Men characters if there is a potential massive rework that's coming, similar to what we saw last year with Sinister Six and the Superior Six teams. Now, the reason I have Phoenix and Storm also slotted here is for a couple things. Apparently, there's been some changes with Storm's game files as well, and that's why I feel like there is going to be more of that nod to the X-Men team as a whole. Unfortunately, she's not part of Immortal. I would have loved this to occur just because she is a very beloved character. As you can see, even when I started playing the game, she was already out of the meta, and it just didn't really make sense to bring her up. And although Uncanny X-Men did get some love, it was mainly war focused, so there just wasn't a lot of value. Now, the other reason that Phoenix is on here is not because she's getting a rework or a massive revision. Maybe she will. Who knows? Maybe with the massive X-Men tag changes, maybe there will be a rework. But we're actually going to be getting Jean Grey, the X-Men version of her, coming into the game as part of the Immortal X-Men team, as highlighted as well in Boylon's video. So the three characters coming to Mortal X-Men seemingly appears to be Jean Grey. We got Beast as well as Cable getting reslotted in as an X-Men character. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. That's all we know for now. Rumor has it anyways, based on what he's seeing from his source, is that this is going to be coming in December. And I think that aligns with what I said earlier, especially the synergies they have. We know that the next raid team is likely going out being extreme, even though they're still really, really good in a lot of game modes. The reality is that raids always turn over, and usually these teams last for about 8 months to a year. And it's just about then, a year ago, when Extreme X-Men actually came into the fold. So it's right about that timing where we would get that changing of hands here, especially since before them it was Dev Seed, and now they're not even part of the meta anymore. So let me know what you guys think in comments below. But yeah, that's seemingly what's around the pipeline in terms of what's potential coming to the game. Obviously, at the end of the day, guys, always make sure you wait for that confirmation before you do any investments whatsoever. Don't invest in any of these characters just yet. Wait for the confirmation. We will likely hear about this in a couple weeks, actually. Every time in the second half of the month, preceding the new team. So in this case, November, likely the second last week. Sometime between the 15th and the 25th, I would expect that we're going to see a blog post on the newest team. And that's when I would feel better about investing in these teams. But for the meantime, guys, be on the watch for this rework. Be on the watch for a huge, massive change coming to the X-Men, especially since all the signs pointing to Xavier being around the corner, and as well, more importantly, this X-Men rework that's been hinted for quite some time. I can't wait to see what happens, because this is one of the most beloved trait in the game. So do let me know what you think in the comments below, if you guys are a fan or not. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.